We've discussed the basics of Psyduck in a previous video, the link is in the card, and now it's time to master it. In this video, I'll show you how to use the best moves for Psyduck in ranked battles. Let's start! Now, before I do that, I would want to show some updates since the last time because Psyduck has been... It has seen some changes from when it was released, okay? So, a good thing to note is that Psyduck is one of those special attackers who uses its physical attack for its basic attacks, right? Therefore, cooldown reducing items are important. That's why we have the Shell Bell and the Energy Amplifier. We have the EXP Share for its supportive capabilities, but we have a new item coming right up that further increases your cooldown together with a special attack increase. You can replace the EXP Share or the Energy Amplifier with that item instead if you want. Now the moves, let's talk about it. At the onset, you would want to start with Tail Whip because that lowers special defense of the target, and that will make the early game farming faster. And then you follow up with Confusion, okay? For level 4, you have the choice between Surf and Bubble Beam. Surf, at its strongest, would decrease the damage output of its target. You'd want to use this if you're battling a hyper-offensive team, and by that I mean if the enemy team has 2 attackers or 2 speedsters, 2 all-arounders, that kind of thing. And Bubble Beam would provide chip damage when the bubbles burst, so it's good for when you're battling a bulky enemy team, when they have 2 supporters or 2 defenders, something like that, so that your allies could pick up the KOs more easily. Surf hyper-offensive, Bubble Beam bulky opponents, okay? And at level 6, Disable and Psychic would follow the same concept. Disable would stun the target as well as increase their cooldown. And Psychic, at its strongest, would lower the special defense of the area that it hits. So, Disable if you're battling a hyper-offensive team, and Psychic if you're battling a bulky team. Is that clear? That's what I didn't cover in the first video, which is important to know if you're doing a lot of master rank battles. And of course, the Unite move is going to be more available to us if we have cooldown reducing items. That's really the Psyduck set that I'm following right now. And before I take Psyduck into a battle, I would like to show you the boost emblems that I'm running. It's my Darkrai set. You could pause the video for a screenshot or whatever. But I have the green emblems maximized and 3 black for cooldown reduction. Alright, we're ready to take it into battle. Let's do that. Alright, we found a match. Let's go. I have Psyduck on my favorite, so I should have no trouble in choosing it, which is what I'll do. Okay, cool. I'll go to the bottom path because that's where I'm recommended, and let my teammates know that I'll be helping and leveling up. And some quick battle prep. We want to make sure that the Darkrai emblem I showed you is equipped. X attack for battle items for more damage. Held items for cooldown reduction is Shell Bell, Energy Amplifier, and EXP Share for support. Remember that we have a new item that's coming right up. I would replace either the EXP Share or the Energy Amplifier with that one. But I could also see myself running this exact same set. We want an all-rounder. If the Absol or the Leafeon would adjust, that would be nice. Okay, it's not our fault if they don't want to adjust, we tried. I see that the enemy is more offensive. They don't have a defender, so they're more offensive. That means I would want to choose the Surf and Disable set. Surf for damage output decrease, and Disable for stunning and increasing their cooldown. Just so I could keep those offensive Pokemon in check. And remember that at the early game you want to select Tail Whip And just before the first rabbit, you want to activate your X attack so you could farm faster. This is perfect because Pikachu is a special attacker, so Tail Whip will be twice as beneficial. See how fast that is? You could also go for the contested Indeedee spawn here at the middle. I'm gonna hit this orange Pokemon just to scare it away. Might want to do a preemptive attack. I want to get these bears because I'm running low. Okay, I would choose Surf because they are hyper offensive. There, make the farming easier. When using Surf, I like to use it for mobility as well. It's actually, you know, rules aside, it's my favorite set for Psyduck. Because I could use it for mobility like this. It's fun. Psyduck is not the fastest of Pokemon, so that added mobility helps a lot. Especially as a supporter, where you need to be by your teammates at all times. Surf is very helpful. That's how you can keep up with the faster teammates. If we had an all-rounder, we wouldn't be so frail. We'd still have offense, but we'd be able to tank hits a bit better had they choose an all-rounder instead of two speedsters. But on the flip side, we could do things quickly and farm quickly. It's just not what we need at the moment. This is where the pick would come in handy. The objectives. All right, we got it. Awesome. Another thing you have to watch out for Psyduck is the cooldown after it uses its headache gauge. It's 2.5 seconds, which is rather long. Which means you can't move, you can't score. See, right now. I am supposed to score, but there's a little bit of lag because of that mechanic. I'm gonna reserve my Unite move for a direct confrontation like this. I disabled the Mimikyu. Awesome! I just want to keep my distance because Psyduck is a long-ranged attacker. So I want to... This is it, the cooldown again. It's so long, 2.5 seconds. Whew. You should be mindful of where you are at all times if you're a supporter like Psyduck. Yes, Absol, join us. Alright, you got it. Just something that I would highly recommend on if you're playing a lot of ranked matches. Please, 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 I'm begging you, try to have all the roles present. We're struggling here a bit with taking damage specifically, especially because the team is hyper-offensive. The enemy team is hyper-offensive. All roles exist for a reason. If you're not gonna take advantage of them, you're not gonna choose an all-rounder, this is what you'll get. You'll have difficulty. Sure, we're able to farm faster, but our weakness is direct team fights. If we don't knock them out before they could attack, chances are we're gonna get wiped. Especially if they happen to strike on an opportunity when the defender is not around. They could easily take out the team members. On, almost there. Yes! Awesome. You're dead. Awesome. They surrendered. Alright, we won! So just to summarize, if you're facing a hyper-offensive team like this, you pick Surf and Disable. Otherwise, you pick Bubble Beam and Psychic for more bulky enemy teams. Before I wrap up, you might ask, what if the enemy team would have all the roles present? Alright, if that is the case, you look at the all-rounder. Most of them are offensive, the all-rounders, so you choose Surf and Disable. But some all-rounders like Metagross and Phalanx are actually more built for endurance. So if that's the case, you pick Bubble Beam and Psychic. Okay? So that is it. That's how you choose the best move for Psyduck in Master Rank battles. Let me know if there's a Pokemon you'd like me to feature next. Thank you so much to our channel members for all that they do, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!